I was always involved with rosaries with my mother, with statues in the house, with Mary being a primary figure in our lives. So I never wanted to become a priest. It wasn't in my mind. I wanted to become a millionaire. And by the way, I still like to be a millionaire, actually. I get $175 a month, but you know what? I'm the happiest man in the world. I must tell you, I feel sometimes that I cheat because I'm too happy sometimes. But that's because something else happens to us in our lives. So I went to the army. I got my master's in international marketing. And even though I worked 9 years, something was still missing. And that thing missing was hanging around my neck. My mother had given me the first one of these crucifixes of St. Anthony and Mary Claret. But I had no intentions of becoming a priest at all. And my sister was coming out of the convent after 16 years and I was going in. And I had no idea. But she gave me the book of Santa Teresa de Avila, the first woman doctor of the Catholic Church, and she inspired me because she talked back to God and God did not destroy her. I always was scared to talk back to God because I was scared that He would destroy me. But I left on December the 8th. Now that may sound unusual, but you have to understand, exactly 7 years later I would be ordained a priest without me choosing it at St. Anthony, Mary Claret, where I am right now. And so in 84 I was ordained a deacon in June the 7th of 84. In the same church I was ordained a priest. I was the first deacon and priest ordained in this church. So it's a great honor for me. But Mary has always played a part in my life. So Santa Teresa de Avila had thrown herself on the ground. And so I decided, I'm going to throw myself on the ground also. And I want to ask Jesus what He wants. And He better tell me what I want, because if He doesn't, I'm not going to follow Him anymore. So I told Him. So I threw myself on the ground. And I said, oh, no, it didn't work at all. So I was discouraged. But a month later, I decided to make the Cursillo de Cristiandad. Cursillos, and the Claretians were in charge in Phoenix. And so I did. I made the Cursillo in Spanish. And when it came to my confession at around 4:30 in the morning, I wanted to be the last because I knew that if the priest was sleeping, he wouldn't hear everything I said to him because I wanted to tell him everything. He was a Claretian, Father Ambrosi. And he gave me absolution, and all of a sudden I hear, boom! I start speaking in tongues. And I've never done that in my life. And I hear, serás sacerdote. You shall be a priest. Wow! I said, Father, did you hear that? No. But if I bless you right now, you're going to fall back because you're on fire. I joined the seminary, but I think I was going to be a Carmelite or a Dominican. But my mother had given me this Claretian cross, and I wore it inside. Two things that were more important to me and they've become the greatest thing in my life. I tell you this with all my heart. The Eucharist and Mary. Our founder had the Eucharist inside of him for the last 9 years of his life. Father, Anthony Mary Claret. And not only that, he was so Marian. Don't give up. If it is a call from Jesus Christ, if there's nothing that will stop it, nothing. Not your filthy sins that you committed, because I didn't want to become a priest because of my sins. Absolutely did not want to. But in spite of my sins, God and Mary accepted me. And I wouldn't be, I don't know what I would do now. So don't give up, because many times you get very close and you give up. Because you're talking about, being alone, your sexuality, I want to have children, whatever. Don't give up, because Jesus Christ will take care of that. Mary shall take care of it. You must put your heart, you must ask Mary to help you. If anybody can take you to Jesus Christ, it is she.